Javi reveals his baby mama. We find out who's been blackmailing Mateo, and Yoli drops a major relationship bomb on us. We are talking all this and more on the Grand Hotel After Show with AfterBuzz TV, Season 1, Episode 5. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
What is up, everybody? We are back in the studio talking all things Grand Hotel. This was an amazing episode, but we'll get into that. I am so excited. Let's introduce our panel. We have got the amazing Chae here. Beautiful Chae. She has been with AfterBuzz for 2 years, and she loves hotels.
Especially the Best Western across from Anaheim. It was awesome.
So there you go. She's got a lot of knowledge on her. And we also have the fabulous Ricky. So excited to finally be on the panel here with Ricky.
I'm excited.
Yes, he is so excited. He's got some major projects coming up. He's an actor. So we are all so excited to talk Grand Hotel with you. My name is Rachel. I didn't even introduce myself last week, but my name is Rachel Swindler. If you watch reality TV, you might have seen me on Big Brother 20, but I am also a major, major fan of this show. I'm so excited to be here and to talk about this with you. And we have got some exciting things coming up. We have got some special guests coming into studio. When is it? It's going to be
tomorrow night for a special Grand Hotel edition.
Yes. So stay tuned. We're going to have a special edition of the Grand Hotel tomorrow. We're going to have a special guest. It might be somebody from the cast. We also might have somebody else from the cast coming on. So this is going to be really exciting, and you're going to want to stay tuned. But I want to get into the overall thoughts of this episode. I know mine, but I want to start with you guys. Chae,
this was
take it
the
away.
Best out of... I mean, technically it's only episode 5, but this was the best out of 5 so far.
Yeah. For sure.
Hands down. So I loved it. Especially all the little nuggets we got from everybody. And then we learned more about Nelson's character a little bit and his knowledge of Sky's disappearance. Oh, it was everything.
Yeah. It was giving me the feels. What about you, Ricky?
Welcome, Grand Hotel. Making a statement in primetime drama TV. Now, this is what I'm talking about.
Yep.
This is what people want to see. I was looking at the tweets, I was looking at the hashtags, and people were posting things. Everyone's mind was literally just blown away about all the nuggets, like you said, that came about. And things that we had no idea. We couldn't even predicted that.
I predicted it. Part of it halfway through the episode because I was talking to her about it.
Yeah,
I caught it.
We'll definitely be getting into that. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Ricky. I was blown away by this episode. It's definitely my favorite episode by far. I was sitting in my seat. I think I had I had those moments.
Yeah.
I was having all the feels, all the reactions, and I was like, finally, Grand Hotel has arrived. This is the episode we've been waiting for. So,
Great job on all fronts.
It was written great, and then we both had we did it at the same time when it happened. We were just like, are you kidding me? That could not have been actual real that just happened in front of our eyes.
And speaking of those type of moments, one of those tonight was, unfortunately, finding out about Malcolm having cancer, which was absolutely devastating. Malcolm and Mrs. P, they find out that he does have a form of cancer and that he has very expensive treatment, having to go to Belgium. I mean, I mean, my grandmother had cancer. It's obviously a very devastating thing to come about. So, guys, thoughts on this happening tonight? It was definitely a moment that we were all shocked by.
Yeah, my dad actually... that's what he died of, pancreatic cancer, and it was just, it broke my heart.
Yeah.
Because it's such a aggressive type of thing, and sometimes there's just no way to fight it if you get to it too late, especially with chemo, and even sometimes the chemo's worse. I like the fact that he is just saying, I want to be here with you. I don't want to leave you guys for 6 months. Because even if it does work, I might not have the whole mental capacity to still fight because you're not here with me. So I thought that was really great for him to just say, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to fight for you, with you. And I think that's a great standpoint to take on it.
Yeah, 100%.
Malcolm, Go vegan, I promise you. You'll cure everything.
Because vegan solves everything.
Eating plants will heal anything, and I have proof to. I'm not even kidding. Like I'm not even trying to be funny. I know people who have been devastatingly sick. Know someone who had stage 4 cancer. Doctor was giving them like 2 months to live.
Oh, really?
No, 3 months to live. Went vegan. All tests came back negative.
Wow.
From changing plants, because you have to understand. I'm gonna go on this little rant for a half a minute.
Please do.
A half a minute. Cancer is just a damaged cell. It's in an acidic body. It's in an acidic environment. Things like this can't live in an acidic or in just a bad environment. So what you got to do is you got to clean in-house. You got to deep cleanse to a cellular level, and then everything will. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, it's not going to be easy because you're not going to be able to eat the meat. You're not going to be able to eat the cheese. Just get rid of all the animal products. Malcolm, hang in there and just go vegan. I promise you, you will heal.
Yeah. I mean, I know who I'm going to call when I get sick now. I'm not going to go to the hospital. I'm going to go to Ricky.
I've done so much research in the last year and a half. I'm not even kidding.
Really? That's all?
Okay.
Well, good.
I'm not
glad.
even kidding.
I'm glad
And
someone has.
I've actually spoken
Yeah.
to people that have actually cured themselves of things that the medical field have said, specifically since we're on this topic, cancer, are saying that they're incurable. Nothing is incurable. Your body's very powerful.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going vegan tomorrow now.
Yeah,
Join the club.
I can't
Okay.
do that.
I've been a vegan since last September.
Wow.
And
Oh, wow.
I won't ever
Change
go
your
back.
life?
Absolutely.
Change your life?
This is the thing. If I decide to go vegan, somebody would have to force me to go vegan. I will not have the willpower to do it myself. I'm the type of person that needs
So
to be
go
forced.
vegan right
No,
now.
I'm talking like you have to like watch me. You have to like
Go vegan! I'm pointing a hypothetical gun at you!
I literally was about to do that too.
no, like you have to like it has to be one of those 24-hour things until I get used to it. So maybe like for a month or two, where I'm actually forced to live the life, and then eventually, obviously, after 2 months, I'm something I'm so used to. I probably won't need your help anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm that type of person where you would actually have to be on me 24/7 to make sure I'm actually following through.
Wow.
That's a lot of people, though. You are not alone.
Yeah.
Well, we had someone in the episode tonight that was definitely hounding somebody else, and that was Santiago. Santiago was on Ingrid's trail. So we have Javi and Ingrid, of course. We had their relationship finally get exposed to Santiago and Gigi, and with some mixed reviews from Santiago versus Gigi and their reactions. So we had Santiago, who went to Mrs. P, and Mrs. P was like, Ingrid's no good, we don't like her, she's a bad seed, da-da-da-da-da-da. And then Gigi goes to
Mateo.
Gigi went to Mateo, oh, she's great, yeah, she's wonderful. So we definitely have some differing views on this. Thoughts, guys, on this part of the episode with this relationship?
But between Santiago and Gigi.
Well, let's talk about Javi and Ingrid first. Or let's talk about Santiago and Gigi and their differing point of views.
Because I think Gigi understands what it means to be a single mom. And she, like she said, I had to be a cocktail waitress to put food on my table. And I mean, that's a very eye-opening person who, for one, who had her husband make all the money and was bringing it in to, when you have kids, you have to flip that switch real quick because technically it's not about you, it's about your children and what you're doing to make sure they have food. You have money in the bank. You can send them to college if they choose to go to. Before she even got with Santiago. So she understands what it means to be so overwhelmed at the prospect of being a single mom.
Yeah, she had definitely had a lot more empathy.
Yes.
Than
Versus
Santiago did.
Technically, he wasn't wrong, but to also just...
Yeah.
But because I think for Santiago, his way of protection is control. That's how he thinks he can protect Javi. But like you said, as a parent, your kids have their own lives. That's how you raise them. They become fully functioning human beings with their own thoughts.
Yeah.
And free will and choices that they make. And you can't always control that.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, he
Santiago
tries.
has proven to be much of a control freak.
He tries. But even when the whole family turned against him, he has to, realize if you keep pursuing this, you will lose your son.
Yeah.
And that, despite how tough love he is on Javi, he truly does care about his son.
Which is
does.
why he has every right to ask this person, this girl, for a paternity test.
100% agree.
If my son comes to me and says, Dad, By the way, ladies, I'm single. I do not have any kids. I'm just speaking hypothetically.
Just laying it out there.
I just thought
I'm
about
also
that.
single with no kids.
I'm also single with no kids.
So there you go.
Yeah.
We'll paddle, single, no kids. Anyways, keep going.
I would want to make sure, especially if we come from money, if I have a lot of money and I have like worked all my life to get to where I'm at, my son makes a mistake, I want to make sure, not that I don't trust her, I just want to make sure that that kid is actually my kid, especially if my kid isn't in a relationship. And you have to also understand this too. Mateo, of course, he's going to say, oh, she's wonderful, because he's in it too. He's in on it too.
Well, he also doesn't want it.
Exactly.
At the same time, just also play devil's advocate. If it's fine if you, as a father, want to do a paternity test. Nobody's saying, I'm not saying anything against that. But not like during dinner when you're like, at least give her the benefit
I
of
thought
doubt.
that the way that he did that was definitely not correct. But
His approach and his timing was terrible.
Of course. But Javi has proven himself to be a playboy. He's proven himself to be a Casanova. He's sleeping with this girl, that girl, this girl. By the way, Javi, I'm single, so how you doing? So,
like I said, we can fight. Like we can do
girl,
it.
you're gonna lose, okay?
I'm from the project.
Yo,
Okay, whoa.
okay.
Somebody needs to call Danny and Mateo and get the boxing gloves here.
Oh my. Uh-oh.
Please, Brian, do not be watching this episode.
Let me tell you, Javi is okay. Sorry, I got a little worked up there. Woo! But yeah, no. Hi-oh. So yeah, I definitely thought Santiago was right in asking for a paternity test. I mean, come on.
Yeah, we're not saying he's not right, but just the way he did it and the timing of it, at least give her the chance to get to know Ingrid as a person before you say, oh, hey,
she flipped that switch real quick. She flipped that switch. She said,
okay,
how dare you? Okay.
I appreciated it.
I honestly think that it could have been a paternity test because he doesn't trust his son. Because he knows his son screws around with so many women.
Yeah.
So Santiago's approach could have been coming from without saying it, like, I don't know if this is my son's kid. Not that I don't trust you and you're lying.
Well, yeah.
But like,
I think it's a little of both, for sure.
I don't know what my son is doing. He's like sleeping around with every hotel guest and staff now. I want to make sure that it's really his, not because I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Because of who I'm speaking, of who is quote unquote about to have a kid.
Exactly.
I will give for Ingrid for spinning that, and that's actually a calculated risk to take by not taking the money and saying keep it and just leaving.
She has nothing to hide, but it's because she's hiding that that's not her kid. That's not his kid. That's why she doesn't want to take that test.
Okay, the theory for me is she could take the test and just have Mateo try to sneak his DNA in it. That way it'd match.
No. She has to take it only.
Only her?
She takes it and then he takes it.
Right.
So Javi and Ingrid both, once her stuff comes back, then they match his stuff with this.
Okay, because I feel like Mateo could at least work the doctor to get the...
No.
Well, he just killed... So I'm just saying he could have probably got the switch things if he needed to.
Well, who knows? She might be able to come up with something out of her sleeve. She's been pulling rabbits out of the hat so far.
She's a magician.
She's a little. she's a little magician there. But we want to just pass it over to you, Chae. We want to let you guys know how much we appreciate you. We appreciate you in our live chats and everywhere. So I'm gonna put it over to you, Chae, and tell the fans how much we love them.
Yes, guys. Like Rachel says, we totally love and want to thank you so much for your support of us here at AfterBuzz and everything that we do outside of AfterBuzz. Your support is duly noted. But to keep doing what we do here and to keep growing in our future endeavors, we need your help. So if you're watching us right now on YouTube, give us that thumbs up button. Leave a comment. Let us know what you're thinking of this season episode. Who's your favorite character? Because we do read them and they make us laugh. They're awesome. Like in the live chat right now, Rick3 says, happy birthday, beautiful. Oh, for Rachel.
Is that Rick Gus?
I don't know. It just says Rick 3.
Okay.
So I can't help. But if you're listening to us right now on iTunes, give us a 5-star rating. Don't forget to leave a review so we also know that you're tuning in. And seriously, guys, you have some of the best theories because I know this probably episode tripped you up like it did us. So please just show us the love that you have for us with AfterBuzz because we like being the ESPN of TV talk. And what he just did.
Yeah. We sure do like being an ESPN of TV talk.
It happened.
Yes. So another relationship that we saw tonight we want to continue on talking about is the Danny, Alicia, Mateo, Nelson. We finally will get to Nelson. We're finally going to be touching on Nelson's character in this saga, but we've got Danny, Alicia. Alicia actually had to write a memo to the entire staff letting them know no fraternizing between any of the employees, but she kind of has a thing with Danny, so it made it a little awkward. But how'd you guys feel about that? We saw Danny, Danny ended things basically with her. Do we think he actually wanted to do that, or
No.
No, definitely not.
Did not.
Yeah.
But he had to because he has a significant other at home.
Yeah, he's got Heather. Heather.
We finally learned a name. Her name is Heather.
We learned her name. But yeah, I did feel like he definitely was torn up about this decision for sure.
You can see the inner struggle. Sorry to cut you off.
No, it's okay.
You can just see the inner struggle he was having, especially at that last scene. He's like, "My life is complicated." Mm-hmm. I really just wanted him to confess at that point. I really actually thought he was going to do it, and I got disappointed that he didn't. To at least have that real part show, I do like you, there is something real here, but I shouldn't have kissed you because...
He doesn't even know her. How does he like her? This is crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Alicia, we've established
Come on.
Alicia is like only the honest person in the family. She's the only one, besides her secret relationship with Danny, has a secret.
So far, she's clean. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of episodes left that something's going to come up about her. She went to school. She's too squeaky clean. There's no way.
I know. This
is a drama.
Yeah, we don't have any dirt on her yet.
There's no way. Something.
So you have a prediction.
I don't have a prediction. I have no idea, but something's going to come up. Something has to come up. She's the only one out of this whole cast that
Why
doesn't
can't
have
she be
anything.
the only one that
Her and
doesn't have
Chris.
anything?
Also, Chris, too.
Well, Chris, the only secret he has is his infatuation with Ingrid. And I think maybe his like little anger issues that haven't
That's
come
why he
out
got
yet.
mad.
I feel like he definitely has some inner anger struggle that, unlike Danny, hasn't actually full frontal came out. But I feel like it's brewing, and he's
Chris?
just like Jason's character.
Jason.
I really
Yeah.
feel like that character is
by
very.
his actual name.
Sorry.
I really feel like that character is he's just like ready to explode with all that tension and anger
Yeah.
that he feels, especially towards the hotel.
The tension, the sexual tension, all the tension.
There's a lot of tension.
There's a lot of tension. And
They should make in like a hotel a red room for everyone to go in there and take all their sexual frustrations out.
I know.
I'd be down for that.
Oh, she said, Shay's down.
She's single, everyone.
She's down.
All the men out there, Chris and Rick, she's single.
Okay, and we want to say we're all single with no kids, okay? That's just
Right.
another announcement yet again. Single, no kids.
There probably is like I feel like there's
wish
a
we could
hotel.
Add a graphic hashtag single,
Single.
with no kids.
How you doing?
I feel like there may be maybe in a hotel that's maybe secret in New York for some reason. I feel like that's the place where it'd be a secret hotel that actually caters. That's the word I'm looking for. Caters to the more sexual side of life.
Sexual affluent people.
Oh, I love that. Sexual affluent people.
All right, guys, we're going to have to get off this topic, or I'm going to have to get out of here. I'm just saying. Just kidding. No, I'm not. No, I'm kidding. So we had Danny, Alicia, but we had Danny and Mateo have a bit of a altercation, a bit of a boxing match going on here, some fighting, some you're going to owe me type of stuff that led to the whole Nelson thing. So, I mean, what did we think about, we clearly saw at the end of it, Danny found the note in Mateo's trash can. And, he was following him around the hotel, and he ended up following him to the boxing ring. So
And getting caught.
And
He thought he was going to be getting conspicuous.
So what do we think about this little tidbit?
I don't think he was trying to hide. I mean, he was at the front desk.
Yeah.
Like it's not like he was trying to like not make him see Danny. It's not like Danny was not trying to make himself seen to Mateo. Like,
you think it's intentional?
He was trying to be seen. What could you possibly find out in a boxing ring? He's obviously going there to work out. He's clearly getting wrapped up, right?
Yeah.
He was like, you want to know what? I hope he asked me to freaking spar with him. So I'm going to get in that ring and I'm going to beat the shit out of him because I know that there's something going on.
He's done something.
About my sister because he read the note. I know what you did to that girl. $200,000 or else I tell about what I know. So he was looking for it. He went there purposefully trying to get something out of him.
Oh yeah, for sure. He was like, I'm getting this mofo in this
I'm gonna
ring.
knock him out. I'm about to do a 1, 2, 3 like Floyd Pretty Boy Mayweather does.
Yeah, and he did do a 1, 2, 3 punch. He went boop.
Oh, that was knockout was so.
He did the
clean.
uppercut. He gave him the old Mike Tyson friggin' uppercut. Bam! Just shocked him right out.
He sure did.
It was nice. That was a nice little.
just a little.
He's like a little.
knockout.
He's like a little Australian kangaroo. Did you know that Danny's Australian?
Wait. Oh yeah, he is actually.
Danny's Australian?
He's
He doesn't
actually
speak like
Australian.
that.
But does he have an Australian accent?
He has an Australian, like legit, like he's from Australia.
Oh, wait.
So he's an
Oh,
Australian
my.
actor.
So he's hiding his Australian accent. All right, mate.
Okay, so Danny,
Lincoln.
wait,
Danny,
now that you're
she's
from
single.
Australia, I'm single with no kids again. We'll just keep going back to that. So, yeah, no, okay, Danny.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He's a kangaroo.
He's a king. I'm not even going to try an Australian accent right now.
Crikey.
Crikey, mate.
Crikey, mate.
I feel like that's more New Zealand, but continue.
They're both the same, like almost.
Ooh.
Sorry.
You got like
people who are New
Scottish or
Zealand.
Irish. I don't even know where you just went.
I have no idea either.
So let us know what you think about our Australian accents in the live chat. No, please don't, because they were not good.
I am not good
I
at
will say
Australian
this
accents.
though. It was nice finding a little bit more about Nelson because he's always just like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" And he
Oh, so
goes in and out.
you're popping over to Nelson, are you?
Oh, my bad.
Oh, so we're gonna get into Nelson now. So we found out who the blackmailer was.
I still called it.
You called it like 5 seconds before it happened. If you had called it like 3 episodes ago, then maybe I'd be
Or the last
impressed.
episode.
It counts though, because
So-
it could have been anybody else.
But hey,
This is what she wants,
good
everyone. She wants a
job.
pat on the back.
So we saw Mateo pull Danny into the office, and he says, "Hey, I like your style. You're gonna keep your job, but you're gonna owe me something." So Mateo gets a creepy call. We get that grainy voice, "Give me the money, come to 404, whatever." So we hear that he says, somebody else has to deliver it, and who does Mateo grab? He grabs good old Danny, and you called that.
Yeah.
Right before it happened. So we were calling things left and right.
I called it.
Ricky called it.
Pat on my back, come on.
Give him a
Pat
pat
me.
on the back.
Yeah.
There we go. So he calls that. This happens. We see him go in there, put the money down the chute. Da 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 da. We find out through the birthday card. It just keeps going. We found through the birthday card.
Da, 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 da.
It's Nelson, which I already said, but I'm building it up again. So Nelson is the culprit. He's the one blackmailing. I was literally talking about Nelson earlier. I was like, Nelson's my favorite character. I was like, he's funny. And then he had to go and do this. He had to be the blackmailer.
But I'm still trying to figure out. Maybe you ladies could clarify it. Why did he not want Mateo to bring the money to the room? Why did he want somebody completely different? Like
I didn't understand that.
Because if he was throwing the money down the chute, I don't understand. Is it because maybe the cameras in the hallways maybe would show Mateo going into a room?
Maybe it would look weird if Mateo was walking around with a bag of like a duffel bag and going into a room and then not coming out with it.
Or just weird that he would be wheeling food into somebody's room as well?
Exactly. Maybe that was
I don't get it.
behind it, but that was a little confusing.
I was like, wait, what? If you're just gonna have him throw it down the chute, why can't he just do it? Or it was just weird.
The logic behind it.
Like, I get it. He didn't want to know who the blackmailer was, so he's trying to hide that. But if he wasn't going to be in the room anyway...
Well, you technically, if you have the plan, you don't need to be in the room to get the money. You just need to make sure the money gets to where you need it to be.
I get that. But my point is, it didn't really matter who delivered it because it really wasn't even a delivery. He was just throwing it down a chute.
Yeah.
So whoever was delivering it was not going to see him anyway.
Exactly.
So I didn't understand that part.
Didn't understand that bit. Yeah. That was a little bit confusing as well. I didn't really think about it. So
Yeah, I
that's
didn't
a
think
good
about
point.
it either.
That's a good point. Well, we saw him throw it down the chute,
And then he raced.
and then
Raced to the finish line.
and then we saw that scene. That was my
Yeah.
moment. That was I was literally like, that was exactly.
I love these sounds.
I love that. Wait, do that one more time. Do that sound one more time. We all had our moments there. Great job, everybody. Acting 101 here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So sweet.
So it was a sad moment. So we saw Mateo get a hold of Nelson, and then Nelson runs and gets hit by a truck, and that was scary to see, but it happened.
All I wanted to say was, bitch, you got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm like, dude, why didn't you run on the sidewalk? That was literally my thought process.
Yeah.
How, like, I understand you're running, but even if I'm running, maybe I'm going to look at least at the street to see if it's safe to cross it.
He had a gun pointed at his head. He wanted to get the hell out of it. He wasn't looking at it.
I thought Mateo was going to shoot him. I thought that was what was going to happen, and I was sitting there, I was like, don't do it, Mateo, don't shoot him, don't shoot. Oh, bus. Oh, Lord. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's what was unexpected about it. You thought he was going to get shot by a gun, and instead the truck got him instead.
Yeah, I know. And then we saw Javi, not
Danny.
Javi, Danny. Sorry, I'm getting the Javis and the Dannys mixed up because they're so. Anyways, but they're just Australia. Anyways, so we see Danny waiting in the behind the trash can. Yeah. Okay,
because he tried to catch Nelson before Mateo found him.
Exactly, and then we know that.
He almost got caught because his phone started to vibrate.
That's right.
And Mateo heard something vibrate and stopped. And was kind of like, wait, what the hell was that? And then saw...
and that's...
That gave Nelson the opportunity.
So
Nelson running,
it's all
so he chased it out.
So it's all Danny's fault because his phone vibrated.
A little bit.
Just kidding.
But we know that Nelson knows who actually did it to Sky, or whatever happened to Sky. He knows the person who did it, even though it wasn't Mateo.
Yeah, because what were some of the things... Yeah, Nelson said... he saw the whole thing happen. He knows that Mateo paid off the cops. I wrote that down because he was spouting off a lot of information right there. So we got a big chunk of information in that. He saw what happened. He knows what happened. Mateo paid off the cops. So I'm interested to see what... Again, like I say every episode, I'm interested to see what's next with this.
Well, Mateo looks like he killed Nelson, took him off life support.
He did.
Yeah. At the end of the episode, we do see that we see Nelson flatline, which was...
I'm hoping that it was
I knew that was going to happen right when I saw him standing over that bed. I was like...
I thought he was going to do a pillow versus life support.
A pillow? No. He wanted to get in and out.
He said, I thought he was going to do a pillow.
Like, put a pillow over his
You
face.
ever watch Forensic Files? They put some stuff in there, pull some cords, walk out like you did nothing. I didn't do a thing.
Yeah, but wouldn't his fingerprints be on the cord if it got pulled?
I ain't thinking that far.
A cloth?
Okay.
I was like, but like they didn't know like he did it. Like he's like walking out slow motion. Like,
I know.
And then like they hear the flat line and like all the nurses run in. They're like, who could have done it? I can't believe.
Oh no.
Who?
And he's just walking out slowly.
The homeboy that just walked out. That's
looking
the guy.
Mad suspect, walking mad slow.
Don't you got cameras in this hospital?
Yeah.
Like posted. Wouldn't you just? Who was the last person to walk out this room?
I mean, I'm fully expecting Mateo to be arrested in the next episode.
We have to. Yeah.
I'm fully expecting that for the next episode. By the way, so we'll wait. That's my prediction. He gets arrested, but we have to get to another relationship and another twist and turn. These relationships just keep getting messier and messier and messier, and that is we've got Marissa and Yoli.
Yes.
Happening here. So we saw this relationship get a lot deeper during this episode, but then we get a major bomb dropped at the end of it, and that is Yoli was dating Sky. What?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Were you guys expecting this at all?
I don't know who I was expecting. I don't think it was Sky so much. But as soon as she pulled out the photo booth and I saw Sky, I was like, that changes everything.
Why didn't you? We should have counted down. I wanted to say everything with you.
Okay.
And I feel left out.
No, let's do it one more time then.
Okay.
On three. 3, 2, 1.
Everything!
Dun, dun, dun! Yes! 1 point with that! That was perfect!
Shout out to Josh in the booth!
Man, Josh,
Yeah, he's killing it.
You're on point tonight, man.
He always on point.
Always on point.
You my boy, Blue!
You're my boy, Blue! Yes. Oh, God. Love that movie, too. Anyways, but yeah, this was a major bomb dropped. I was like, what? This ain't your first relationship?
But hold on 1 second, though. Do you think it was a relationship, or was it just friends just kissing? And it was just girls being kissed?
No,
No, there were definitely relationships.
No,
you think
Friends
so?
weren't just. She wasn't just it wasn't even like a simple kiss in a photo booth. That was we're making out and they just snapped the picture in the middle of it.
Yeah,
I have one of those photos. That's how I know.
Oh shit! All right.
But gosh, I just can't believe how tangled this all keeps getting. Like
It's great.
I love it. I did not. First off, I didn't expect last episode when Yoli was getting in a relationship with a woman, and then she's like, "Oh, this isn't my first one. I was actually with the girl that got." You know what I'm saying?
Without saying that, but yes.
But without.
And then she finally came, clean to Alicia, only because she had to. She's like, I don't know, but she's like, I don't know what I am. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, that was a really beautiful moment, and I would like to add again. I love Justina as Yoli, not because I personally know her, but I just think she's just an amazing actress.
She's very good.
She's very believable, and I really enjoyed the sincere moments tonight between Alicia and Yoli. I felt like their relationship, we just saw the relationship develop more, so that was beautiful to see. We saw a very soft side of, we all know Alicia has she's nice and has a soft side, but we saw a bit of a sweeter, nicer side of, a little more empathetic side of Yoli. So that was nice to see.
Especially when she related to the fact that you don't understand because you're the perfect one.
Yes,
and
that moment.
I am the Javi in my family.
Mm-hmm.
And you
exactly.
But in a different way, obviously, to Carolina. But I'm not the favorite. Really, I'm not
Instagramming.
I'm not the favorite. So when she spun it that way, it definitely makes Alicia look at it. Wow, I've never thought of you as that.
Yeah, that was a poignant moment. It was very poignant.
Who?
Poignant. Poignant.
That's a good word.
I'm like, did I say it right? I'm not sure. Did I say it right?
A poignant word. That's a very poignant word.
Poignant. But anyways, I'm excited to see where this is going. I was not expecting it.
Especially now that Carolina somehow is now observant and let Gigi know that she thought Mateo and Ingrid were a couple. And now Gigi is thinking, maybe I should listen to my husband.
Yeah, so we did get another little teaser at the end of the episode where we had Carolina drop a bomb on Gigi about Mateo and Ingrid's relationship. So that paternity test might be happening.
And it's coming back negative, Javi. You good, boy?
So Javi, call me. That's basically what that means.
Because she's single with no kids.
Because I'm single with no kids. Speaking of being single with no kids, Ricky.
That's me.
We have got a special segment with Ricky. And since we're going on to the special segment, Ricky, you want to go ahead and let the viewers know who our special guest is going to be in studio tomorrow?
So our special guest is going to be yours truly, Yoli!
So she's going to be coming in for a special Grand Hotel edition at 8 p.m. tomorrow.
Yes.
So tune in. You're getting 2 shows for 1 episode with a special guest and some drama. Damn, and wait till next Monday, too.
Man, do you think she's going to spill the beans on the Sky relationship?
Fingers crossed.
I mean, she's smart. She's not going to do it.
Yeah, I know. She's not going to do it. Like, she's going to be like, yeah.
She won't have a job the next week.
Excuse me, let me ruin the entire season for everyone. But yeah, so didn't you have some information about Justina?
Did you want me to do the special segment first? Or news?
Whichever one you want. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Let's do...
Special segment.
Yeah, let's do the special segment.
Right. So this special segment of mine is mystery disappearances in hotels.
Yes.
Ooh.
This is a hard case. So, the disappearance of Elisa Lam. It was on February 19th, 2013 in the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles, California. One of the most chilling and perhaps the spookiest case on the list. The disappearance of Elisa Lam is a mystery that is still unsolved. Elisa Lam was 21 years old, Canadian student whose body was found on the top of Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles on February 19th of 2013 after she had been reported missing from the same hotel at the beginning of the month. The case was widely reported before the body was found as the police released a disturbing CCTV footage from the elevator security cameras. In this video, Elisa can be seen entering and exiting the elevator. I'm getting the chills as I'm about to read this. And behaving in a strange fashion. She can be seen Whoa, look at my...
Whoa, he literally, if you're listening along, he just got major
if you can zoom in, my hair is sticking up. In this video, Elisa can be seen entering and exiting the elevator and behaving in a strange fashion. She can be seen hiding from something and freaking out about the elevator doors not closing.
I've seen this.
What is really strange is that the elevator doors start functioning just as she exits the elevator. Boom! Again.
Like
Her
actually
body,
deep, though.
her body was found after 15 days of her disappearance when the hotel guests started complaining about a foul smell and taste in the drinking water. The most disturbing aspects of this case are no drugs or alcohol were found in her system during the autopsy, though sources claim that it might be due to a large amount of time between her disappearance and being found.
Yeah.
How she had access to the roof. As the doors and the stairways of the roof are locked, the only staff hotel has the keys. Only the staff hotel has keys and cards to access them. So how did she get up there? What happened? I could continue to read, but there's a lot more stuff that's going on. Screw it. I'm going to keep doing it. How did she get into this tank? For the people claiming it was suicide, it's a big mystery as the water tanks are pretty large and have not fixed access. Hotel staff had to use ladders to access them. Also, the lid of the tank is made of a heavy concrete, which would be really difficult for someone that size to be inside of it. Also, no traces of her were found on the roof when searched by police dogs. Her only phone was missing. Everything else was accounted for. Her behavior in the elevator footage has only given reason to many theories ranging from paranormal to psychedelic drugs.
Oof.
I
Well-
got goosebumps again.
Well, technically,
Actually, if I could butt in for just
Yeah.
a quick second, I actually remember this news story. I was at home. I just came home from school, and when I heard about this news report, I was just like so blown away because of all the things that were happening. And to what Ricky said, there was theories ranging from that she was followed that night and up to like the paranormal, where she was apparently haunted by a spirit or she was possessed in something. It was just like the craziest thing I've ever heard, and
my
it just
God.
like. So it's
crazy.
like even to this day, 6 years later, there's just like so many crazy theories that people have out there.
Like they
It's just
still
like-
don't know what happened to
No,
her.
they still don't know. It's just one of those unsolved mysteries and stuff.
That is insane.
That is so creepy.
If you don't believe in spirits, you're a fool.
well, I definitely believe in spirits. My college was haunted, like the doors of the elevator that did not work. One day just opened, and I was kind of confused. I'm like, this elevator has been not working for a year.
That's
mind
crazy.
you.
yeah.
And then they just opened. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's so creepy. But we have definitely got to get to some news.
TV news.
All right, and this news segment is for Ricky, and he's going to be talking about our special guest, Justina. So take it away, Ricky.
So, we got some pretty cool news. Justina is a health freak, which is awesome. I like that. That's pretty dope. So, Justina believes in herself as many things. She is an animal activist and vegan. Quote, eating meat is a bad habit that we have to break, she says. I wish I was a vegan sooner. In her spare time, she kicks box. She has a punching bag in her apartment. Very New York of you. But physical perfection doesn't come easily to anyone or to her. When she was a kid, a commitment to sports teams was often in conflict with a commitment to being in school musical. She's gained weight for her role as Yoli, whose character refers to as gordita, which essentially translates to little fat girl. It's opened her eyes again to body image issues, and she notes that women, especially in the Hispanic community, receive image-based appraisal.
Wow.
So, shout out to Justina for being a vegan. I
Yeah.
can't wait to talk to you so much about this tomorrow.
Yeah, she's an awesome, and y'all do know that she was on Weight Watchers too.
Oh, no
I
way.
believe. She had
I didn't
a
know that.
big ad on Weight
sick.
Watchers a couple years ago. So I remember that coming out when I was before she got big or whatever on the show. Yeah, she was on all these Weight Watchers commercials. So check that out before you interview her tomorrow, because she's gonna be.
That's a good note.
Yeah, it's really cool. So we're gonna get into some quick predictions right now.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
So, Ricky, start us off. What are your predictions for the next episode, for anything? Is there anything you're like, I think this might...
Not hobby. Mateo is going to definitely get into some trouble. Mm-hmm. Javi is going to find out that this baby is not his. Mm-hmm. Ingrid is going to be screwed in her plan. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Mateo and Ingrid, their little secret is going to be exposed. And Danny and Alicia, I think there's something's gonna happen with those two.
Yeah.
I think Danny is gonna for sure break it off with Heather, and they're gonna get together at some point.
My prediction is Heather is going to show up at the hotel.
Oh man, that would be so.
Heather's going to make an appearance at some point in this episode, and she's going to whoop some, you know what, some you know what, and Sky is probably alive. Go.
She's
Okay, so for me, definitely Mateo gonna get in trouble, but I feel like he's gonna spin it because he also knows Santiago's secrets. So even if he won't take responsibility, he's like, you're gonna take responsibility for the baby that I had. Your son is gonna take responsibility to try to flip the situation, no matter what Gigi does. Mm-hmm. I believe that, and I cannot wait to find out who Katie Seagal is playing.
Yeah.
She's playing somebody big in this, and I really cannot wait to see when she appears and graces us with her presence.
Yes, all of this and more. We are so excited to get more in depth into Grand Hotel, but let us know where we can find you on Instagram and on the Twitter, Chae.
You guys can find me at Real Chae Jones on Twitter and Instagram, and Tuesdays Good Troubles at 7 p.m.
And you can find me at Ricky Vitucci on all social media platforms.
And you can find me at Rachel Swindler on Instagram or at Rachel Swin on Twitter. Until next time, we love you guys, and we'll see you next week. See you tomorrow.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.